Hello friends! Instead of vlogging this week, I'm gonna try a topic-based video, so let me know what you guys think. I watch this one YouTuber, Jessie Berry, like religiously, and she has done a few videos of her tattoos, especially like as she gets new ones, and I'm obsessed. She's inspired me. Now I want to do it. If you are new here, my name is Alex. If you are not new here, thank you so much for coming back. It is chilly and rainy today. I was debating, do I go in chronological order or do I go in not geographical? I think I'm just gonna do location based because I don't think that I would be able to get the timing accurate. I can tell you guys like what they are, what they mean, where they came from, and where I got them. Yeah, I'll tell you like a little story about each. Okay, a lot of them are small and then I have a few bigger pieces, which is why I don't have a high volume of them. Anyway, you guys don't care about this, okay. So the first one is here on my leg, on the outside of my left leg, and it is my cat who passed away. I still have Charlotte, who you guys have seen, the black and brown one. She just turned 17 in March, so old lady is getting up there. Her brother, they were in the same litter. They grew up together, and he unfortunately very suddenly passed away right before he turned 11. And man, that shit ripped me open. Like, I know that some people are probably thinking like, oh, it's just a pet, it's just a cat. No, that ripped me open. So a couple of years ago, I want to say summer 2021, I went and got this little thing, simple line tattoo. Okay, the next one that I will show you, I got with my best friend. It is on the back of my left leg. It is also very small. It's just like some really simple line work, a symbol. I don't think that it actually means anything, but I got it done in Mexico City with my best friend when she visited for the first time. That was super cool, just an experience to share together. My next tiny little one is here on the inside of my right leg, and it is a little bumblebee. I got this one with my longtime friend, a different one, and I got that one in the Midwest. The next one is this little elephant on my left arm. Oh, I almost tapped my arm instead of the camera to focus. A little bitty elephant. I got this done in Thailand with my husband. He has a matching one. We don't wear wedding rings and we didn't have a wedding, so we got matching tattoos in a place where we had a very nice vacation. So the story behind the vacation, the year that we both turned 30, we decided to go on our dream trips. So for his, we spent a week and a half in Thailand, and then for mine, we spent a week and a half in the Azores. So this is what we got there. The next tiny little one that you guys have probably seen before is this little vine that wraps around my finger. Finger tattoos notoriously fade, so you can tell like the bottom of this one looks a lot bolder than the top part, and it's because I went to get it touched up and we only did this, and I asked the artist like, don't even bother about touching up this part because it faded in, I want to say like 2 months the last time, so it's just not worth continuously getting it redone. But I wanted a hand tattoo. I wanted it to be super delicate. I didn't want full hand tattoos. They call them job stoppers. So until I get a little bit higher up in my company, I am just sticking with this. So I just think it's cute. And it was what do you call it? There was no stencil or anything. He just free-handed it. I will say that I go to this artist a lot. I trust him. I would not just go to any random artist and let them freehand anything on my body. So we've been going to him for about 2 years now. My husband and I have both gotten a lot of work done by him. So trusted, don't want to get tattooed by anybody else at this point in time. The next one that I will show you guys, I feel so awkward, like I'm stripping for the internet. I actually don't like this tattoo. This one is on the inside of my arm. It was meant to be like over here on my arm, so when I was standing you couldn't see it, but now when I'm standing it's out. It is very much visible. I wanted a line drawing of a woman that was made out of plants. I don't know, I just thought it would be cute, but I got this done in Mexico City. It was on a whim. Luckily, it is just a line drawing, so I can get it corrected, covered up, whatever I plan to. But my issue with this one is the line work is really shoddy. It like faded in weird places. The lines aren't straight, and I should have not gotten it. Next few ones, I have to turn around, so I'm gonna talk to them first. I had one on the back of my neck that I got when I was 18. Turned 18, my best friend and I went to the tattoo studio and I picked something off the wall and that's what I got. If that isn't like the epitome of being young and dumb, I don't know what is. Since then, I have gotten it covered up. So today you'll see the cover up. It's by the same artist that most of my tattoos are done. So they all have like the same general theme and feel and look and style, which is really nice. But this is what it looked like before. Not proud of it at all, but this is what it looks like now. Actually, I'll show you guys my back and then I can talk through. Hopefully you guys can see. I can't even tell. Can you guys see these? I wish I could see what I'm showing you. So this is a cover up. This is not a cover up. And then this was also, I got it done when I was really young. Okay. So the cover up one, the kanji symbol that I had was so dark and not super tiny. My cover up tattoo had to be a little bit larger and a lot more shaded to hide the old ink. I was like nearly 15 years old at that point. The artist and I were going through things like I liked and size, shading. We chose a peony. Peony is my favorite flower. And the peony was really nice for a cover up because like anything botanical, floral, you can kind of make fit with whatever area it's in. You can make it flow really well. So the petals of the peony like directly cover up the kanji symbols. So it turned out pretty good, I think. When did I get that done? I think it was like right before my MS diagnosis. I want to say that I was maybe even still healing from this when everything happened. So like very early 2022, I think. The other tattoo that is on my back is on my shoulder. Here's a better view of it. So I got that, I want to say when I was either like 20 or 21. I was young. And that one was done on a whim. It is a proverb in Polish. At this point, I don't remember what it means, but I remember it had something to do with love. My family's Polish. It was an impulsive choice. Again, didn't vet the artist. We just showed up. Like I went with my best friend, my guy best friend, my brother, and my guy best friend's friend. At this point in my like tattooing journey, I couldn't deal with pain very well. So for whatever reason, it hurt really, really bad and I was miserable. That is not the case with me now. I'm fine now. See a theme. A lot of these, like before my tattoos, like before 30 were just like not good choices, and tattoos after 30 have been fine. The next tattoo that I will talk about is this one that is in the center of my upper back, like over my spine at the base of my neck. It is the most sentimental. When my husband and I were in Thailand, we decided to visit a monk. So we hired a translator to come with us, and we talked to the monk about just like life, challenges we were facing, how to get through certain things, how to stay grounded and centered. A lot of mine was around forgiveness. This is a traditional tattoo, so they use the needle. I'm gonna put a picture of what the process looked like. So if you are not a fan of needles, skip forward a little bit. So this is what the process actually looked like. It was a very long, thick needle, and he tapped it into my skin. It wasn't like a gun, it was all hand done. So this one hands down, was the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my life. And I think it was a combination of it being like right over the bone, and it was just like the long metal, like just tapping and being jabbed on top of the bone, rather than a tattoo gun. It was a whole different experience. It hurt so badly. I thought I was gonna have to stop. I didn't. I cried. I fucking cried. Then the monk, the Buddhist monk, he laughed at me. The monk and the translator laughed at me. And then, of course, my luck, some kids came to talk to the monk, and they also were laughing at me. So, and let me just set the stage for you too. Let me just tell you what this scenario looked like. Everything was outside, open air. So like while I'm getting this tattoo done, like he pulls the needle out of like a canister. I couldn't even tell you if it was sanitized. I'm sure that it was. He wore gloves. So monks aren't allowed to touch women. So I think that also was why mine was so painful. Whereas like my husband also got one, but the monk could like touch him and hold his skin, and I don't know, like I feel like he had more guidance with the needle. Whereas with me, he couldn't touch me. So it was like from a distance. Anyway. So I'm sitting in an open air area, and there's a roof over our head. Like it was kind of like a carport-ish, but it was dirt, grass, and rocks. And then there were chickens running everywhere. But it was fine, it healed fine. But basically, Buddhists believe that the soul enters and exits in the location that mine was given. And the tattoo itself, so if you choose to get a traditional tattoo, they base the tattoo on what you guys discuss, how you want to be protected in life, lessons that you want to learn, like all of these different things. And the monk also picks the location. So when you show up, you have the conversation, and then the monk picks the location and the design. This is what mine turned out to be. And sometimes I think they can also be considered like protection spells. I need to look that up. Don't take that as truth. I made the experience sound really weird, but it was actually a very beautiful experience and very therapeutic, and just moved my little soul. Okay, the next few that I'm gonna show you, it is 3 larger pieces put together as a part of a sleeve. And actually pretty soon, in like the beginning of the summer, mid-summer, I'm going to get my half sleeve finished. This is a work in progress. However, this is why I don't have many tattoos. So I feel like Gen Z, is it Gen Z, the one that's after me? I'm a millennial, I think so. They're like super into patchwork sleeves and stuff. So it's just like a whole bunch of small tattoos all put together to cover your body. I, on the other hand, like bigger thematic pieces. I don't know if that makes me old. I don't know. So the first one, actually I can show you guys my arm. Covers all the way down there. It wraps around. I think it's so beautimous. Okay, so the first one that I got is this peony that starts here, and it wraps down over my elbow and onto my forearm. And yes, it is like actually all over my elbow bone. I feel like a lot of people avoid that area, but I did not. You will notice that I keep getting tattooed in painful areas. So this one I think is so beautiful. I love the way that it complements my body's form and wraps around. That was the first piece that I got. All of this is done by the same artist. So when I go back in the summer, we're gonna be filling in this space and my shoulder. So I'm very excited. But yeah, this is a botanical, earthy theme, just given my interest. And I just think that like florals and botanical things look really beautiful as tattoos. I know that fine line tattoos are like all of the rage, especially amongst the youth right now, but they don't age well, guys. They don't age well. The next part that I got done on my arm is this lady. I don't know what to call her. Forest lady, mushroom lady, earth lady, nature lady, I'm not really sure, but it is a naked feminine form with like mushrooms and plants. The artist worked with me, drew something that would fit my body, designed it for me, love it. My specific request for her was that I did not want her to have a face. I don't know why, I just did not want her to have a face. So she has a little flower for a face, but I just think the details on this are so beautiful. They're so beautiful. And I don't know, I was really impressed with the attention to detail. Like, okay, for example, right there, that's a little hip bone. He didn't have to add that. Attention to detail, man. I love this artist. I love this artist. You know what? Here's his Instagram handle. Please show him some love. So this one, I feel like this one is really hard to show because it's like the back of my arm and under my arm. Hold on. This tattoo is I would classify it as like a floral bouquet, but every flower and herb in here has a meaning. Every single element represents somebody that I love very, very dearly. And in here also, I know this is upside down, but there is also a monarch butterfly right here. And that is the symbol for MS. Oh my gosh, but this, this area, so like my armpit starts like right here where this is. That hurt so fucking bad. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys, like how long everything took. So I think this wraparound one that went over my elbow, I think that one took like 4 or 5 hours. And then this lady, I think took 5 or 6. And then all of this, because it is incredibly detailed, like it is so beautiful. I need to make sure that Babe gets a really good shot of it. Like so much detailed work. I want to say this one took 6 or 7 hours. I did each piece in one sitting. That doesn't bother me. Like I don't find tattoos to be super overwhelmingly painful at this point, minus the freaking armpit area. Oh my gosh. I actually had to have the artist give me like a couple few second breathers. Like the armpit area, man. Very spicy, very, very spicy. Just sending out a warning. They say that the fingers hurt pretty bad. I didn't find this one to be too spicy, but it's also very, very small and delicate, which is why I think if I would have got something that covered my hand and had shading, maybe I would feel differently. The back of your neck is supposed to be painful. Didn't bother me. Inside of your arm, back of your arm, elbow, also supposed to be painful, didn't bother me. It's just the armpit. It's the armpit. I was joking with the artist, like he books months and months in advance, but I told him, I was like, the next time that I go numb from the waist down, I'm coming in and you're just gonna give me leg sleeves. Like that's the time to do it. I'm gonna make my MS work for me. Next up for my tattoos, I am considering a chest piece, like something that would go here and kind of like wraps around the back. That's probably my second choice. My first choice would be an upper outer thigh tattoo on the left side. So I would have like an upper half sleeve on the right, and then I would have a lower bigger thigh piece on the left, so my body looks a little bit more balanced, because right now my tattoos are very like top heavy. I really hope that this video isn't a total dud. I don't even know if you guys like tattoo tours, but I like them so much, so I wanted to do one. I will see you guys again very, very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. Thank you for being here. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.